NC pork. Good for the plate, great for the state.
Our next guest is an outstanding forward at Wake Forest University, previously played at App State University, also here in our backyard, and was a junior college star before that. For a while, we weren't even sure we were going to get one more year of him, but we have. Tre'Von Spillers, welcome to the North Carolina Sports Network. How are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
Doing very well. Excited to talk with you. Weren't you one of those guys that if a lawsuit went a different way, you would have been out of eligibility? And if so, what was your reaction when you guys got that one more year?
When I got that extra year, it was just a blessing from God. I was happy. I think I called my mom like as soon as it happened because it was like I got another year. So I was just banking on it being my last year. But once I got the news, I was like, okay, I got another year, and I know I'm coming back. So it was great. I was happy. I was excited.
Of course, you got a lot of ball to play, but you also get to be a part of this fun event. What are some of the more fun or goofy questions you've gotten so far and that you enjoyed answering?
I got who was the funniest on the team, who's the ugliest looking on the team.
All right, what are those answers?
The funniest on the team, I'd say, is between Cooper and Sebastian. The ugliest on the team, I'm going to give it to Cooper. And all then right. We had some coaches' impressions. What else? Our favorite music.
Who does the best Steve Forbes?
Who does the best Steve Forbes impression? I say Vinny or Will, Vincent or Will, because they've been around him longer, so they really know it. But they got the best ones.
Do you have a Steve Forbes impression, and would you do it for us?
Do I have? I have a lot. Would I do them? No, because they're not PG related.
That's fair. Does he have a favorite phrase, even if you don't want to imitate your coach? Are there certain phrases or words that you can hear in your head even when he's not around?
2 hands on the ball, and gritty, grimy, and tough, because he says that all the time. It's all over his office, so he said that a lot. We got to be gritty, grimy, and tough every day.
Since we have a statewide network with fans of a lot of different schools, what can you share about what you enjoyed about your time in Boone, North Carolina, before enjoying your time here, in Winston-Salem, North Carolina at Wake?
I would say the atmosphere. Coming from JUCO, I was in a small community, so that the number of students on campus wasn't a lot. So just transitioning from JUCO to Division I, it was a great experience. Just the student body, how much they enjoyed watching us play the game of basketball. So I'd say that was the best thing.
Have you dived all the way into the Wake Forest basketball culture, from tie-dye to cool mascot to the motorcycle to all the other trimmings that come with playing at the Joel?
Yeah, I've adapted to it. Yeah, it's been great. It's been real great, and I'm happy for this year. I'm excited this year.
What's the most fun thing about playing for Steve Forbes?
He's gonna let you play your brand of basketball, but he know we're not perfect, but he just wants us to go out there and give us our best effort.
Fans want to see you guys in the NCAA Tournament, where the Demon Deacons have not been in Coach Forbes' tenure. Do you talk about that in the preseason as a big picture goal, even as you're chasing, those win today short-term goals?
Yeah, that's how we talk. We talk about that, not even with the coaches. We talk about that just amongst our team, teammates. We just talk about that's our big goal for us this year, is just to make it to the tournament.
We all saw how good Hunter Salas was for you now in the NBA. We all saw how good Cam Hildreth was, or the big fella, Efton Reed, that you had to bump heads with at times in practice. I think it's a fair question. I don't know the answer, but how can you be better without those guys? What would your answer to that be?
Finding our identity and sticking to our identity. That's the only thing I can say.
And in terms of the new guys that the fans don't know the way they already know who you are and how you play, who comes to mind that you think those fans should be excited about seeing for the first time in a Demon Deacons uniform?
I say all the new guys, because they all got great things they can bring to the team and that they have brought to the team. So I feel like every fan should be ready for every newcomer on the team.
What's your favorite place to play besides your home court when you travel around the ACC, or maybe even when you traveled around the Sun Belt Conference?
My favorite place to play, I only played there one time, but it was Cameron Indoor. Just because of how loud it was, it's loud, you can't hear yourself. That atmosphere, it's a great atmosphere to play in.
Were the Cameron Crazies mean, or were they just generally loud and fun?
Nah, not. They just genuinely loud and fun. Like, they all love the game of basketball, so it's loud. You don't really meet too many mean of them. Not really, nah.
Sometimes I've seen their lists that they pull out sometimes. They chant some really nasty stuff. Maybe they weren't as hard on you. What's the best thing about playing at the Joel?
Our fans. They as much as we created energy, they created as much as for us as well. So when we have slow starts, they get us back into the game, just being loud and cheering for us.
Some of the older guys we've talked to are excited because they don't have nearly as many academic responsibilities because they've been in school longer. How does that work for you? Do you have to deal with a full academic load, or do you get a little bit of a different twist now that you've you're in your what year of college now? Fifth year.
Yeah, nah, and only because I got in-person classes every day, so I have classes Monday through Friday, 2 classes a day. So I mean, I still make it work. So it's no excuses. I still make it work.
What's your plan for after Wake Forest? Is it too early to just kind of take a look at the professional basketball landscape all over the world, or do you already know a little bit about it?
I try not to think too much about it yet. I'm just trying to focus on the bigger picture right here, just with my team and trying to get us to the tournament.
We already think of you as a great defender, a great rebounder. What were your priorities in terms of just self-improvement as a player in the offseason?
My three-pointer, and I would say my passing. I feel like that's gotten a lot better just playing more and more over the summer. I think my passing skills have gotten a lot better.
Are you a natural leader, being a returning player with a bunch of new guys, or is that something you've had to work on?
I'm not going to say I'm natural at it. I've had to work on some things. There's still some things I'm working on now, and my teammates are helping me become a better leader every day.
We see you today with some cool glasses. You can't wear those during games. Are those just for appearance, or are those like prescription glasses and you have to wear something else during the games?
Nah, they're just for fashion right now, but I'm thinking about changing them to my prescription because I'm supposed to be wearing glasses, but I don't. So I'm thinking about changing it to my prescription. So
it must only be a slight prescription, right? It's not like you can still see the rim when you're shooting free throws.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And do you have the green light from three-point land now that you've been practicing that all summer?
I take the shots that I'm supposed to take. I don't just shoot anything. I shoot the shots that the team needs and just clock management. So, yeah.
At what point in life did you start becoming good at the nitty-gritty, dive on the floor, elbow grease, grab a rebound aspects of the game? Because depending on where you play as a pro someday, not everybody is a star player, and sometimes teams are looking specifically for those who kind of do the dirty work, although I don't mean dirty work in like a bad way.
I say it started when I was younger, just being outside, playing against older guys who weren't always on my age groups. I'm always playing against older people, so I had to, get pushed around a little bit, so I think that helped a lot shape me who the player I am today.
His name is Tre'Von Spillers. He's a fifth-year forward for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Best wishes to you this season, and thanks for this visit on the North Carolina Sports Network.
Thank you. Appreciate you.